to China's massive earthquake, and it's now reported that entire towns near the quake's epicenter have been flattened. Tens of thousands of people are missing, and as the hours tick by, the chances of finding them alive are steadily diminishing. With land transport links cut, the Chinese army has used airdrops to get in relief supplies, and 100,000 troops have joined the relief effort. A few hundred soldiers have made it through to the epicenter at Wenchuan in Sichuan province. It's emerged that almost 8,000 people have died in one small town, Yingshu.
Harrowing scenes from the aftermath of the earthquake. But these are not the worst affected areas. Reports from the epicenter say whole towns have been wiped out, killing thousands in one devastating minute. Impassable roads mean rescuers have to hike over landslide-blocked areas. Refugees have had to walk out. The battle to free those trapped continues. This girl is one of an estimated 18,000 people crushed in the town of Sichuan. Over 7,000 are confirmed dead here alone. The worst scenes are at the schools flattened by the quake.
There were screaming parents, and as the bodies would come out, the parents were trying to identify whether it was their child or not. And once the parents realised it was their child, obviously they collapsed in grief. It was very, very shocking thing to watch.
No matter how many dead children are pulled out, the rescue teams remain determined to save as many as possible. This child described the moment when most of her schoolmates died. Tens of thousands of homeless spent a second night outdoors in continuous rain. Fear of powerful aftershocks kept others on the street, afraid their houses could still collapse. Chinese Premier Wen Jiabao has thrown himself into the task of running these efforts. His speedy mobilisation of troops and aid in contrast to his Burmese counterparts. But in keeping with their policy, he's made it clear that while outside aid is welcome, foreign personnel are not. China is distinguishing between those they know are dead and those they cannot find. But at some point soon, the death toll is set to rise dramatically. The most difficult and deadly part of the rescue hasn't even begun. Emma Hannigan, World News Australia.